Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Christian Fox. This is 8 Zone. I'll try and cut this intro short because we've got a lot going on today. There's one of my neighbours who lives in the apartment complex. He's a YouTuber. He's got a game channel, so he's obviously, it sounds like he's doing a lot of content today. I've also got an Indian festival or birthday party going on over the road, so that's quite noisy as well. So we'll get through this part very quickly. Got an unboxing video today. Fantastic order that we got from the Spider Shop. Very reputable breeder and supplier, as you all know. Thank you to you guys, the Spider Shop, for getting the order out, because of course you guys are travelling up to Scotland for the show. So I appreciate you managing to get it out in time, so thank you. Right, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So as you all know who's delivered this, this is the Spider Shop. It was marked up very well, live invertebrates. Always great. Postman knew exactly what he was delivering today, which is always good. So, without any further ado, let's see what we got. Packaged really well. So I've got all of their enclosures ready, apart from one because I think it'll probably stay in a small cup. Oh. Right, well this little one's arrived absolutely perfect. The lid's almost off, so that was quite lucky, but it was packed in well. So we have a beautiful see him in there? Little Orchid Mantis. So let's start with him. In fact, actually no, I'll get it all unwrapped. Just right, there we go, that's the lid back on. Right, so that's one. Next we have SP Rufus. It says that's a 2 centimetre sling, which is brilliant because when I bought it, it said 1 centimetre. So I'll get a pot ready for him. That's a Java tree spider, I believe. So I'll get that one open in a minute. This is Confucius, but anyway, this is a yellow devil scorpion. Now, I'm not sure what sort of size this is. It doesn't really say, but I was under the impression it might actually be quite a big spider, quite a big scorpion, sorry. So I'll put that down. Let's just make sure I've got nothing else in here. No. So first up, we've got the devil scorpion, yellow devil scorpion to be precise. Now this one comes from South America. Prefers a slightly drier substrate, not as humid or as damp as maybe your spinifers and those associated scorpions, and I've prepared 2 enclosures for it. Simple fact of the reason is I don't really know what size this is. So as you can see, we've got a water dish, a hide, and some dry substrate. In this, we've got the same, but a smaller enclosure. Now as you can see, I put this one in the temporary small enclosure for the simple reason, A, I couldn't hold a camera and deal with a scorpion at the same time. A very wise decision, especially seeing as when I got him out and unrolled the tissue paper, he hit the tongs with his stinger so hard I felt it 12 inches up. So yes, I put him in a smaller enclosure just so I could establish exactly what I was doing, because as you guys can imagine, it's very hard to hold a camera and deal with a scorpion at the same time. And to further clarify why I needed 2 hands, just look at the tissue paper that he chopped up with his little pincers. It looks like a little mouse has got in there and gnawed away. Are they venomous? Yes, they have a venomous sting in their tail, but it's no worse than a bee sting or a wasp sting or something to that degree, unless of course you're allergic to bee stings, wasp stings, scorpion stings, etc. Okay, next up, the Java tree spider, a heavy webber from some of the Indian islands. Now these guys can start off a little bit fossorial, but in most cases will like to climb. So in this enclosure, we've included some plants that it can climb up, a little bit of cork bark, a little hide, and let's get this little guy out of his tank. Now I don't recommend handling tarantulas, I really don't. But if you're adamant and you are going to do it, then I always suggest starting with a sling. Something around 2 centimeters. You're going to feel that tarantula on your skin. In turn, it's going to get to know you. And as the spider grows, so does your knowledge. As you can see. He's only a baby. Now I did give this enclosure a little bit of a spray down with a fine mist. I'm starting to opt for the idea that if a spider is this small, don't provide a water dish. Just give it a spray down so it can actually drink from the leaves and so forth, and that should be adequate until he's of a larger size. Whoa, slow down. Hold up, mate, let me catch up. Who are you? Now this is our little orchid mantis. Now he comes from Malaysia, Indonesia, and this guy is tiny. He's an L2, which means he's about as big as your thumbnail. Absolutely tiny. Now, what I will say, this guy will devour insects twice as big as him. Never put an insect in there that could harm him, but if you put something in there that can't harm him, watch how ferocious they really are. Now, as long as you've got the correct size of enclosure for these guys, it's pretty much game on. Don't worry about if it's too large, just worry about if it's too small. If they're this size, you're going to hand feed them all the way until they're much larger. Again, you won't see them drink from a water dish. You're going to want to spray that enclosure down just enough so it's able to drink off the leaves and vines that are in there. So here's a little snippet of everyone we bought, and then after that, I'll give you a little bit more footage of each of them in their new enclosures. So guys, that was it. That was just a simple unboxing. No bells, no whistles. Hope you enjoyed it. Very simple video. See you on the next one. It's your boy.